Well, hello, boys and girls. We're back again for Hank the Cowdog and Monkey Business. We're going to finish the book today. I'm excited to see what happened. We left off with Hank trying to trick Pasha into drinking a beer, and instead, Pasha made Hank drink it because he thought it was poison. So, we left off with Pasha checking to see if it was poison or not. So, he's watching Hank. For some reason, I started laughing. No, it ain't poison, passion, poisha, just a little old bottle of soda pop. You'll see, won't he, Dwover? Hank, you're talking funny. Huh? Speak up, son, you're mumbering. Say, did anyone ever tell you that you have two heads and two faces? 'Cause you do. Hank, are you feeling okay? Huh? Never felt better in my whole life. Dwover, just seen doubles all. I turned my bleary eyes to Pasha. You know what? You look just like a monkey to me. And his eyebrows shot up and a grin curled on one side of his mouth. It is not poison. It is something else. You better believe it, Charlie, and I don't believe you're monkey enough to drink one lum-lum-wugglum. He grabbed my tongue, pulled it out with one hand, and yanked it with the other. I am not a monkey. You will not call me a monkey, but I will drink one nevertheless. While I was getting my tongue sorted out and stuffed back into my mouth, he reached in, got the second bottle, twisted off the cap, and turned it up and chugged it down. He pitched the empty bottle over his shoulder, and it crashed into 1,000 pieces on the floor. He burped and shook his head. It does not work for me. I feel nothing. Now I will find something else to eat. He turned back to the refrigerator and fell into the second shelf, amongst the fresh spinach leaves and radishes from Sally's garden. I thought that was about the funniest thing I'd ever seen. I laughed like a fool. So hard I stumbled into the kitchen table and, started to knock the jelly jar and sugar bowl off on the floor. Old Pasha climbed out of the spinach and came up wearing a big silly grin. It is very strange, these soda pop stuff. Oh, I howled at that, laughed like crazy, right up to the moment when the first egg hit me, right between the eyes. Hey, are you throwing eggs at me? Somebody around here's throwing splat. Eggs at me, splat. I did it, Pasha laughed. 'Twas I who threw them. Why, you sorry outfit, I was laughing so hard I could barely talk. Had egg dripping down into my eyes. I'll fix your wagon. I swept my paw through the jelly that had spilled on the floor and rubbed it into Pasha's face and hair. Howling with laughter, we wrestled around, rolled into the refrigerator, and somehow managed to collapse a couple of shelves, which explains how a gallon of milk ended up spreading across the kitchen floor. Drover was about to have a seizure. Oh, my gosh, Hank. No. Stop the floor. Oh, Sally's going to kill us all. Oh, dry up, you little squawk box. She'll never suspect a thing. Pasha and I ended up on the bottom shelf with our arms around each other's shoulders. We had become the best of friends. It's what happens in spite of differences between us. He gave me a crooked smile. I have a confession to make. I am really a monkey, not a Pasha. In circus. I do tricks and I beg for money. I am only a beggar monkey. No kidding? Well, I have a confession to make too. I'm really a dog. But I love this monkey business. I also love to sing, and I have an idea for a song about monkey business. His eyes lit up. You like to sing, yes? Maybe we sing together, yes? You've got a deal, partner. Come on, Drover, let's tune up and knock the socks off this song. Drover had placed one paw over his eyes. Hank, Sally Mae is going to kill us. Chapter 12, The Firing Squad, Monkey Business. I do believe this is their song. I'll read it to you. Now, every creature on this earth needs a business to prove his worth, something to test his skills and express himself. You've got plumbers and cowboys and carpenters, butchers, bakers, and saw sharpeners, guys who sack up groceries and stock the shelves. Your business kind of sets the tone of who you are and how you're known. And it's pretty important to pick one you understand, so get yourself a business, son. If you ain't there yet, I'll tell you one. And you'd better buy stock in this one while you can. Monkey business, monkey fun, monkey room for everyone. Enroll yourself today in monkey school. We've got a booming business here. Depression-proof, owned free and clear. And all you've got to do is act a fool. Your local Better Business folks will probably tell you funny jokes and call our line of work a big charade, but the joke's on them, it seems to me, when the truth's so very plain to see, that monkey business is everyone's favorite trade. So eat your heart out, Wall Street smarties. Take GM, we'll take our parties. And in 10 years, you'll see what we've done. We'll have show and tell, we'll have a quiz. I'll put my dough on monkey biz, 'cause fools outnumbered wise men 10-1. Monkey business, monkey fun, monkey room for everyone. Enroll yourself today in monkey school. We've got a booming business here, depression-proof, owned free and clear. And all you've got to do is act a fool, oh yeah. You've got to play this game by funky monkey rules, oh yeah. In monkey business, just act a fool. Well, me and my monkey pal sang the heck out of that song, had us a big old time. We not only made a great contribution to music and culture, but we also notched up a few points for the brotherhood of all animals. I mean, there I was, a very important dog, socializing with a low-class monkey who went around begging nickels in the circus. The fact that I would stoop so low made my heart swell with pride and almost brought tears to my eyes. One of the advantages of being wonderful is that you can share it with others. Gives you a warm feeling inside. Well, me and Monkey had a great time together, but old Sourpuss Drover sat there through the whole thing and didn't sing a lick. When we finished, instead of cheering and shouting, as any intelligent dog would have done, he started whining and moaning. When Sally Mae comes home, your monkey business is going to get us killed. I glanced around the kitchen. It was a little messy now that he mentioned it. Relax, Drover. We've got plenty of time. We'll get us a bite to eat and clean this mess up. Then our pal Monkey will open the back door for us, and we'll all vanish into the sunset, so to speak. Right, Monk? He nodded. See, nothing to worry about. Hank, I won't out now. I'm scared. Okay, fine. Who cares anyway? Monk, go open the back door and let the run out so he can play chicken with the chickens. Monk nodded, and they went to the back of the house. While they were gone, I turned to more important business. Among the items that had somehow spilled out of the open refrigerator was a package of hamburger meat. I gave it a good sniffing. Sure smelled good, fresh meat. Of course, I knew that Sally Mae had thawed it out for the supper meal, and I wouldn't have dreamed of... On the other hand, hamburger doesn't keep well at room temperature, and I found my nose nuzzling at the wrapping paper. You know, I was sniffing it out, and by George, would you believe that the wrapping paper just fell off of it, leaving 2 pounds of fresh, juicy hamburger exposed to germs and dangerous microbes. And have you ever stopped to think how dangerous microbes are to little children? Very dangerous. And once germs have lit on a 2-pound package of hamburger, it's next to impossible to get rid of them. About the only precaution you can take is to eat the hamburger meat right away. And I mean all of it. Otherwise, you'll have a plague or a disease or sick kids laying around everywhere. Well, you know where I stand on the issues of plagues and diseases. I'm 100% against them. And if I had my way, I'd abolish them completely. If a dog can't, this is for the record, and you can quote me. If a dog can't protect the kids on his ranch from plague and disease, by George, he ain't much of a dog. So in the selfless effort to save the ranch from an outbreak of deadly microbes, I began disposing of that infected meat in large gulps. I heard the door slam, then footsteps on the floor. "Hey, Monk, come here, son. I've got something." Those were pretty heavy footsteps for a monkey. I began to get this funny feeling that I was being stared at. You know how you get that feeling sometimes? Very slowly, I turned my head away from the pool of hamburger blood on the floor and the wreckage of the refrigerator and the busted eggs and the jelly smears, and I'd sure expected her to stay longer at the dentist office. That dentist sure hadn't done much, you'd think. I whapped my tail on the floor and tried to squeeze up a smile. She was probably about to jump to a hasty conclusion. That was my impression. I could hear the air rushing through her nostrils, and suddenly her eyes. Where were my friends when I really needed them? I'd be the first to admit that Sally Mae and I had experienced our ups and downs. No relationship is easy, but never in my wildest dreams would have I thought she would have chased me around the house with hands that had become like claws, or drag me out from under her bed, or take a loaded shotgun from the bedroom closet, or tie a blindfold around my eyes and carry both me and the gun to the corrals, or line me up against the fence and take up a position 20 paces away. Never in my wildest dreams. The drums began to roll. "Ready?" I heard the hammers click on the shotgun. "Aim." "Wait, Sally Mae. I think I can explain everything. There was this monkey, see, who escaped from the circus and turned into a terrible, despotic pasha." "Lies, lies. No, it's true, honest. And he forced strong drink upon me and made me do monkey business and terrible things, and never in my wildest dreams. Hank, you'd better wake up. I've got some bad news." "Drover, when she pulls that trigger, all the bad news will be bad. Because, Drover?" I pried my eyelids open and stared at the runt. "Why, you traitor, you backstabbing two-faced snake in the grass. You left me in the kitchen to face the firing squad alone." "Firing squad in the kitchen? What are you talking about?" I cut my eyes from side to side. It appeared I was lying on my gunny sack bed under the gas tanks. The sun was shining, and best of all, I had no traces of Sally Mae. I could see no traces of Sally Mae or her shotgun. With each new piece of evidence, it became clearer and clearer that I had just awakened from an incredible dream. I pushed myself up on all fours and staggered around, waiting for the fog to lift, so to speak, from the area between my eyes and whatever resides behind my eyes. Brain, mind, data control center, whatever it is. "Drover, let me ask you a question. To your knowledge, has there ever been a monkey on this ranch?" "Oh, yeah. He was in the box, and the box fell off the back of the circus truck." "Okay, that checks out. Question 2. Did this alleged monkey ever reach into your mouth and pull out your tongue?" "He sure did after you taught him to do it." Strike that from the record. Ask about the monkey, not about me. "Oh, yeah, he pulled my tongue. He was a mean little cuss." That checks out, too. Now, question 3. Did this alleged monkey follow us into the house, present himself as an imposter called the Pasha of Shazam, and force me to drink a bottle of beer? He stared at me and twisted his head. "That sounds crazy to me. I think you must have dreamed it." Yes, that checks out, too. I remember saying over and over, "Never in my wildest dreams." But it was in my wildest dreams, Drover. Do you understand what this means? It means you were dreaming, I guess. Exactly, and I won't be shot after all. Oh, happy day, Drover. The very best kind of day is one in which you won't be shot by a firing squad. Never thought about that, but Hank, I got some bad news. While you were asleep, a man from the circus came by and got his monkey. He's gone. I'm sure Drover didn't understand my spasm of insane laughter, since he hadn't participated in my dream. It took me several minutes to get control of myself. Then Drover went on, I thought you'd be sad, but I can already see that you're not. I filled my lungs with fresh, clean air and gave myself a good stretch. Well, Drover, as usual, there's a lesson to be learned from all of this. All of what? And I'll expect you to make a note of it and refer to it in the future. Never open strange boxes, Drover, and leave monkey business to the monkeys. And with that, we went streaking out into the home pasture to bark at starlings and blackbirds and to guide our ranch safely through another day. The end. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. See y'all next week.